In the cells of higher organisms, almost all the DNA is located inside the nucleus in the substance called chromatin. Before a cell reproduces, the chromatin changes into the separate structures seen here that are known as chromosomes. Inside a chromosome, the DNA, along with some proteins, is neatly packaged. It is twisted and folded over and over again. Something like this is possible because DNA is a very large molecule, a macromolecule. A closer look shows that the DNA molecule is actually made of two separate strands that wind around and around one another, creating a shape called a double helix. Each of the DNA strands is made up of smaller chemical subunits called nucleotides, which are joined together one after another in a very precise order. Only 4 different subunits are used in DNA, but each one can be found tens of thousands of times in the huge molecule. To help visualize molecules, scientists use structural formulas like this one to show how their atoms are bonded together. For example, this structural formula shows that each DNA subunit contains a phosphate group composed of a single atom of the element phosphorus, P, bonded to 4 atoms of the element oxygen, O, plus a single hydrogen atom, H. Each DNA subunit also contains a sugar group called deoxyribose that is made from 5 carbon atoms, 1 oxygen atom, and several hydrogen atoms, all bonded together as shown here. Individual DNA subunits in a strand are linked together by strong chemical bonds between their phosphate and sugar groups. These bonds form the backbone of the DNA molecule. Each of the 4 DNA subunits possesses a nitrogen-containing base. The chemical names of the bases are thymine, cytosine, adenine, and guanine, abbreviated T, C, A, and G. These bases are always found in pairs linked to one another by weak chemical bonds called hydrogen bonds that exist between the bases in each strand. The bases always pair up the same way, so that if one DNA strand has an A, the opposite strand will always have a T in exactly the same place. Likewise, a G in one strand is always paired with a C in the same place in the opposite strand. Because of the way base pairing occurs, DNA molecules end up having 2 exactly opposite or complementary strands. As we will soon discover, it is the precise order the subunits appear in the DNA strands that is the key to the genetic code. And the genetic code is the key to life itself.